Welcome everybody to another Up Your Experience podcast. It's Blaise and Bats. We're back, baby. We got Bats
Yeah,
here. Our schedules finally
the
collided once
content has
again.
arrived.
And when I say this, I mean like me and Bats haven't even been gaming together. Like it's just
Yeah,
been
I've
utter
my
chaos.
schedule's been crazy. I've actually been working way more than
Yeah, four
so.
tens,
Yeah,
four
yeah,
tens.
yeah. I was gonna say for those of you
Actually,
that don't know,
wait. Disclaimer for this episode: there will be explicit use of language.
oh
So
yeah, that means no
if
bars for
you
me. Let's
if you
go.
so if
Y'all are
you
about to see the real me.
if you are listening and you're not used to us saying words that we would normally say,
Okay,
like
okay. First off,
hold
if
on,
y'all are
wait,
listening and you
hold on.
know
I'm not
me,
done yet. I'm not done with the disclaimer. Okay, there is a language warning. So if you're not used to hearing the word shit, fuck, whatever, damn, who gives a I don't know. You pick it. It's there somewhere, I'm sure. This might not be the episode for you. And I'm
hey,
getting this out of the way in the first 5 minutes. So that way there's a disclaimer. So now
it
I don't
is.
go on a tangent halfway through because I watched the Minnesota Vikings lose
And
to the
there's the
freaking
first
Bears
disclaimer.
tonight. Okay. And I'm a little tilted. I'm not going to go much further into that other than our own line was trash. We had 4 pickoffs and we still almost won the game, but we had bad offensive play calling at the end of the game. Now I digress. Okay. Tell us why you've been working more than 4 tenths bets.
Oh man, I forgot all that content's gone. Now I'm playing. So,
Uh,
anyways, for those of you that don't know, my boss came to me like 3 weeks ago with an offer to work night shift, which, of course, I gave him a look. Are you for real? Of course, I'm going to say no because, that's the bargaining chip. Because then they go with, we'll give you a little bit more money. And then I'd be like, deal. Like, you don't even got to ask me twice.
yeah.
But instead, he goes, I came to the table with a bargaining chip. And I went, oh, okay. All right. All right. Let's hear it. Let's see what you got. And he goes, 4 tens. I went, deal. Right away. I didn't even have to think about it. Because, I make decent money now. I'm still getting shift differential, but 4 tens, let's get it.
Yeah. 4 tenths is what's up. I would
Well,
take 4 tenths, and I definitely work 5 tenths.
I was already like, night shift sounds amazing because then there's not people to bother me. I don't have to talk to a single soul. I like this.
Bats, can I tell you something?
So,
You know what my least favorite thing in the world is?
what's that? Talking to people?
Stupid people. Stupid
Huh?
people, Bats.
Yeah, I hate
And and,
stupid
and and
people.
so when you have to be around people, you tend to run into those jokers.
Dude, this is why I don't go to public places
And
because I
this
have
leads
no filter anymore.
yeah,
None.
I have a filter because of teaching, and people are like, "What do you teach? Isn't that stupid people?" No, stupid's an insult. Let's be clear. Stupid's with intention. You can be dumb. Dumb is okay. But stupid is doing things with the intention of knowing that you're doing something stupid.
Like
And I
stupid
don't
drivers.
yeah. Yeah. Yep.
Like, I'm sorry. I'm getting so mad at because I drive at night now, which is totally different in the morning. I used to get mad in the morning, but now I'm mad at night because it has to be the same people. I swear. And this is not a diss against older people, okay? But the people who want to drive the road and sightsee, how do you sightsee at night? You
You
can't
know,
see shit,
yeah.
but you still drive 25 miles per hour and a 60 mile per hour. Like, that's dangerous. I'm sorry. It's not about like me being angry that you're old, because if a young person does it too, but if there's a like speed limit and you're going like 10 to 15 under, that's going to cause a wreck more than it will if you're driving 10 to 15 over.
You know what else is crazy about traffic?
That it sucks in general.
Happy Thanksgiving, first of all. We forgot that. That's something else
Oh,
we
I thought
forgot.
you already did a
That's gone
Thanksgiving
past.
episode.
I
Oh,
did, but I didn't say
speaking
it
of
today.
which, y'all,
Oh
go
god.
listen to the Guardians mental health one
Thought Bats
because
was gonna jump on his high horse. Thought Bats was just going for it for the
no,
sending.
we already did that beforehand because let's be real here. It was very um nice of the guy to take his time to come out to talk about Guardians mental health, which those of you that know Blaze and I, we're big advocates of mental health.
Yeah.
And I'm not choosing sides here, but men's mental health is so underrated because there's this, what is it, hierarchy or so
There's
whatever.
stupidity.
There's
Stupidity around it.
there's yeah,
Yeah.
stupidity around it that, we're not allowed to have mental health problems, that we have no
Feelings.
feelings, everything
Yeah,
like
yeah.
that. And it's like you need to realize that if you feel like there's a problem, because let's face it, everybody within their own body can tell when there's a problem. What like you can automatically feel when you're getting a cold or some shit. You know instantly. You like wake up, you're like, oh shit, I'm about to be sick.
So
So you know there's a problem. Don't be afraid to try and get help for it.
yeah, and that's I mean, so some of the things we talked about on the episode, like a lot of it was about like how did Guardians mental health come about? Like how did it start? What is it like prepping for conventions? What's it like making a mental health kit? We talked about the new mental health kit and the things that went into that. In fact, I'll be showing off the new mental health kit on stream this week. I have it
Hey,
in
let's
the
go.
house. Um, Shots to everybody who worked on it. I'm one of the ones that worked on it. My signature is on that. Feels really good to like see
Hey.
it. I'm excited. If you go to the digital content section, I did all the things about coaching, how to set up your stream, along with just helping with like some communication bits and things like that. So really, really excited about that. But yeah, go give it a listen if you haven't. It's a lot of good content. We
Yeah,
definitely
and it's
rant it.
informational. Let's put
Yeah,
it that way. It's more about the like it's Guardians mental health related. It
yeah,
talks about them in general.
yeah. I mean, it's crazy. Like I'm not gonna go like super into it, but
Yeah, you got to listen to it. That's why we're not
to
ruining it.
the amount of things to like go into, like for instance, I'm going to DreamHack in like 2.5 weeks to work for Guardians Mental Health out the booth. Like that's what I'm doing. I'm gonna be working in
Let's
my Guardians
go.
Mental Health booth. I'm gonna be about a muck, some would say, in DreamHack, having a good time. But like the amount of things that go into that are insane. Like Joe is sending me stuff to drive down because he's flying some stuff because shipping's so much.
Mhm.
And figuring out how to get everything down there. So it's really interesting, just like the processes and the things that were talked about there. Like definitely go give it a listen. It was a good time.
Yeah.
Yeah, shouts to
And
Joe. He's the founder of Guardians Mental Health. It was really awesome for him to take the time and like come on and talk. I
yeah,
do
cuz
appreciate
it's
that.
not easy with scheduling.
No. It was funny.
It's not.
So that is one tidbit that it came up last week, but like we didn't talk about what happened. So like we scheduled for like 8 p.m. Eastern. And I forgot to message him during the day because I got sidetracked with cooking and taking the kids out. And I was like, oh crap. It's like 6:30, 7 o'clock Eastern. I was like, Joe, are you gonna be ready in a little bit? And he goes, oh, that's right, that's today. And he's like, I gotta take my daughter and my daughter and her friends over to their house. I'll be back in 30 minutes. And like, so we recorded late. But like I don't think people always assume that scheduling's really easy. It's not. It's easy for me and
No,
Bax
it's not.
because like we don't sleep, um,
Yeah.
and that's just the way of the road.
And I don't have a life, so it doesn't matter.
But no, happy
All I
Thanksgiving,
do is
y'all.
work. So, yeah,
I
happy Thanksgiving.
I
I will
drove.
end this on this note though, because
Yeah,
I thought about it while for the like mental health thing. You got to remember, then it's been proven multiple times, especially with like, you know, uh, I'm not quoting Bruce Lee or anything because I'll mangle it, but essentially the downsides of it was, he said it starts with your mind.
yeah,
If you start doubting yourself in your mind, it was something like your body doesn't know when you're joking about yourself. So never
no,
try
100%
to
doesn't.
bring yourself down.
It's your brain doesn't know how to process negativity like at all.
Mhm.
Like if, and I talk about that. We talked about that last week. I talk about that with athletes and with students. As soon as you bring negativity up, like let's say you're taking a test and you make, I don't know, a 90, whatever, who cares? Doesn't matter what you made. But like people always be like, "Oh, what I miss?" And my answer is, why does it matter? Because here's the thing, if I showed you what you missed, you were only going to focus on those things and nothing else. You're
Yep.
not going to focus on what you did well. You're only going to focus on what you did wrong. Now, I'm cool with showing like kids on tests like, "Hey, this is what you did wrong," and helping them out. It's a learning thing where you make it into a learning experience instead of focusing on the negativity that brings about. And that's one of the things, like your brain just can't process it. It just can't do it. If you think about when you're playing games, especially competitively, as soon as you're like, "Dude, I can't do it," or as soon as you get in a negative mindset, it's really, really hard to get out of it. If you get in as a
Are
team,
we
hard to get
preaching
out of it.
Smite?
Yeah, Smite is a game. It's a game. My favorite DM of the day, shouts to Liani, was him going, "I played Smite today," and I was like, "Oh," he goes, "Shouldn't have done that," and I was like, "Yeah, I
Dude,
feel
I've
that.
been playing Smite all week.
Yeah, I know you have." Um, but I do want to say I hope everybody had like safe travels on Thanksgiving. I know I drove down to Alabama to my parents' house. What was a 5 hour and 40-minute drive turned into a nearly 8 hour drive. Really really fun times. But this is going to be the first place I mention this, and I'm taking this to social media, and I am determined. Bats, have you ever heard of Buc-ee's?
Why does that sound familiar?
Okay, well, it's a gas station
Is okay, yeah, with the beaver?
yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
Okay. I had never been to Buc-ee's ever.
That thing is crazy, isn't it?
But yeah, it's what, dude. There's a jerky wall,
I know.
fresh
I know.
jerky, sandwiches, baked goods. Okay, anyways, I digress.
Bro,
Buc-ee's
you
is
wanted to
insane.
you know how we were talking earlier about, spending absorbent amount of
Oh,
money.
I spent $100 at Buc-ee's. Don't ha- you know, I spent $100 on
There was
merch and food, bro. I mhm.
there was not
Um,
one aisle I went down where I didn't pick something up. I was like,
okay, first of all, outside the Buc-ee's, they have a stand that says no experience required and lists out the jobs at Buc-ee's. Okay. You know, a Buc-ee's assistant manager makes between 100 and 150K.
Ooh.
They get
You
3
probably
weeks
gotta
paid
know
time
a
off.
lot though.
You, look, 3 weeks paid time off, matching 401k benefits, like wild. Now,
Yeah. But I'm not
but
a people person. They would be
okay,
like, "Get your
that's fine.
manager." I would walk up and I would be like, "Listen, fuck off," and
But
walk
here's the
away.
deal, Matt. Buc-ee the Beaver doesn't have a voice,
All right.
and he should. And
I knew it. I knew it was
I
coming.
have the perfect voice for Buc-ee.
And I can almost imagine which voice it is because I've heard it. Oh,
Nope.
wait.
Nope, you haven't.
Oh,
Yep,
really?
nope, nope, have not heard it. My
Uh,
wife was dying laughing in the car because I was like, if Buc-ee I like went through a voice. I was like, if Buc-ee sounds like this, I'm walking out. Like if Buc-ee has a voice and it's the yeah guys, you know that like that type of I'm out, bro. I'm gone. I'm walking out of that store and I'm not going back. But if he's like, I'm Buc-ee, dude, I promise you it would sell. You got to do it. He's a beaver, and it would be awesome.
why does that ring for me?
I don't know,
It's like I've seen that somewhere
but like
before.
I'm just saying, right? You just go in, you're like, I'm Buc-ee. Why don't you try some of my beaver nuggets? And like, dude, I am telling you, he
Oh, it
needs
would
that
sell.
voice, and I am determined to be the voice of Buc-ee.
I don't know why, but we were talking today. 'Ca- eh, but
If you're not watching the video, Bats' face of thought processes there was extreme.
okay, like we're looking at like different food stuff for like where I work, right?
Yeah,
Because like the one we have isn't really working out for me at least. And I
yeah,
was like, dude, if it doesn't, we should get like food trucks, different food truck every day. I'm telling you, it would be gold.
that wouldn't be
And I,
bad. Not a bad
and
idea.
then one of my coworkers was like, "Ah, that's so expensive." I was like, "Shut up, dude! You probably pay like $6 for an energy drink. Get the fuck out of here.
You know what
Can't
I'm
pay
really excited about,
$9 for
Bats?
like delicious food truck food."
Is that I
So,
realized that your audio is not being picked up on the recording, so I'm gonna have to edit that later.
wow. Well, at least there's like different recordings, right?
Yeah, we love that.
If you want me to start from the beginning, I can make this
Nah,
all up
nah, it's
again.
fine. No, it'll be fine. I'll be able to work my editing magic or something.
I
Maybe
can
I don't
I
know.
can bring in those views, Blaze. Don't worry. I got
Uh,
other stuff to talk about.
I'll figure something out. Anywho,
Hmm.
I'm sure I had more rants.
I
Oh, I
remember.
went to
I remember the rant.
yeah. Okay.
This is the one that I was going to rant to you about beforehand, but decided to save it for content. Can we just talk about how, and since we talked about Thanksgiving, we all know what comes after Thanksgiving, which was Black Friday.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
we all talk about how there is no such thing as Black Friday anymore if you're just going
No,
to
they
make
got
the
rid of it.
same price
Well, not only that, they started
as
the
it
Black
is
Friday deals like 2 weeks early.
but it's still the same price as they were selling it
Yeah.
from like 3
Yeah.
months ago.
Did you see the Target, like the thing in Target where you could pull the Black Friday like sign out and it's the
And it was the same
same
price.
deal?
Yeah.
And then you saw
Yeah. Or, dude, okay, there was one at Kohl's where it was more.
yeah. Well, so like I always tell people like TVs especially, are the ones you have to watch out for, especially like it's actually cheaper like 2 weeks before Super Bowl Sunday usually to get a TV than like the week
Sometimes.
of.
I
It
see.
just depends.
Okay, when I got my TVs, they were like actual Black Friday sales. It would be like
Yeah.
a $700 TV for $100.
Yeah, no, I'm
And we're
saying like
talking like
like Super
50
Bowl
inch.
Sunday, for instance. Like people like go buy TVs for Super Bowl Sunday, and you're like you're better off buying like 2 weeks before.
Yeah. And I mean,
Um,
it wouldn't be like name brand TVs, but
no,
like I have an Element TV that I still use.
yeah,
Actually, I think that's out in the garage now.
but still,
But it's like it still works.
no, I agree.
I don't know. I don't know.
I
I
did
was so
so
disappointed because I
I
thought I
did
could buy
go
some happiness and I couldn't.
I did find some good Black Friday deals when I was buying. Like we went Christmas shopping for the boys. Went to Barnes and Noble, and they had like 25% off books, which was
Oh,
pretty
that's
sick.
not bad. That's
And some
actually
of
not
them
bad.
were signed, like signed copies of the books.
Ooh.
Shout outs to me for being a Black Friday shopper. And my wife was like, "Oh my God, there's a Mo Willems book." For those that don't know, he writes the Pigeon books and Elephant and Piggy books. And during COVID, he would actually do lunchtime with Mo, and he would do like a teaching thing for kids, and it was
Oh,
awesome.
nice.
Like super awesome, great author. Books are really good. Well, there's one that's called he has a book called The Pigeon Rides the Bus, or Pigeon Wants to Ride the Bus. I can't remember off the top of my head right now. And there's another book that's a small one, and it's like Be the Bus, and the pigeon's like wearing a bus costume because he wants to be in the bus. And there was a signed copy of it there, or at least on the sign it said there was. And we see like the regular copy. My wife's like, "Oh, they're sold out." I was like, "No, they're not." I was like, "You go look for books. I'll be back." And I go and find this book, and I found the regular copy of it. I was like, "Okay, I know what it looks like now," because most of the books are like bigger books, and this one's like really tiny, like probably like a 4x4. Um, and I go back over the signed book section. I notice they are all down with the back, like the bridge, like the what is it called, dude? The bridge of the book, the
uh,
binding faced
fine.
up,
Yeah.
so you can't see the front cover of the book. All of the Mo Willems books that were there was three of them were all binding up, so you couldn't see the cover. And I was like, "Boop, got one." And I walked up and I was like, "I found it." My wife's like, "No, you didn't." I'm like, "Yeah, I did." And I showed her. She's like, "How?" And I was like, "Because I'm used to doing Black Friday shopping. It's what I do. I find stuff that's hidden in random places. I find the last one of things. It is a talent that I have, and I love it."
I have done that a couple times where like and it's like where somebody has hidden it,
Yeah.
and for some reason I'm just like walking like it'd be an aisle that nobody would think like you to go in, and I'm just like I'm gonna take a shortcut or something like that, and I go through and I'm like, oh hey, I was looking for that.
Yep. Shout outs to Walmart for when amiibos were a big thing. I don't know if people can tell, but I have all of the amiibos back over here. And Walmart employees would hide them in the store so that they could buy them themselves.
I hated that.
And sometimes maybe I found their hiding spots and I bought their amiibos. But that's neither here nor there. Um, that's
Bro,
that's
let's
a
talk about
digression.
how have you ever found Pokemon cards underneath the Target shelves like everybody else is saying?
Dude, okay. Crazy thing about Pokemon cards.
Yeah.
Crazy thing about Best Buy was selling Pokemon cards for $3 a pack.
What?
Yeah.
I'd have got up for that.
Oh no, you can buy them online. That's what I did.
Still?
Yeah, I might have bought 30 packs for Christmas, but we're not gonna talk about that.
Oh, Christmas to me. Oh, Christmas to
Christmas. I
me.
almost bought some packs for stream for funsies.
Wait a minute. I have a Best Buy like app. Why don't I just buy it on that?
Probably. Also, this seems like a good time where we're talking about
Well, I mean,
Christmas and
then I
buying
don't have
gifts.
to enter in all my stuff. Like
Right.
it's
No, I
just
got
one
you.
click away.
You see a
Pokemon
Christmas tree
cards.
behind me that will soon be decorated with Star Wars ornaments, and that means Blaze Christmas streams are coming, which means giveaways.
Hey.
So keep that in mind, y'all. But no, Thanksgiving was good. Took my wife out for like a day out in Atlanta. We went Christmas shopping. We went book shopping. She would not let me leave Lululemon without buying pants, so I have new dress pants. Bats, do you know how many pairs of dress pants I've bought since I have been married to my wife? And we've been married a decade.
2.
2 pairs, Bats.
Oh, I am awesome.
Like
Let's
I know
go.
for a fact I bought one pair and she bought me a pair, and that's all the dress pants I've owned.
Oh
I'm
man,
pretty
I
sure
don't think
since
I
we've
can
been
buy
married.
those 3. Why didn't you tell me that they had $3 Pokemon cards beforehand?
I don't know, bro.
Bro,
They should
I
still
thought
be up
we
there,
were
you know?
friends. I don't see
Anyways,
them.
I'll send you a link in a second. Um, But no, I mean, it was a good Thanksgiving. I haven't been really gaming a ton, um, for several reasons. A, I went
Um,
out of town.
I've been
Oh,
gaming a
no,
lot.
they went up in price. I'm wrong.
Yeah, yeah.
But I
Oh
I
well,
didn't
I
game a
guess it saves
ton
me money.
because I went out of town, so I do all the driving. My wife talked about me about driving. I was like, I'll just take care of it. It's fine. Um, I do all the driving. So everybody else games and plays on their phones or whatever, and I just
Uh,
drive.
Blaze, I will stop you
Yeah.
there. It's safer that way.
I mean, it could be.
I don't care what you say. Women, you speed.
Oh, my wife doesn't speak. Oh, yeah, I guess she does
You
sometimes. That's not my problem. My
like mine is
so
just
so A,
dangerous.
I don't speed, but I also like I feel sick riding in the passenger seat. So I just like to drive. It's just one of those things. I don't feel good about it.
See,
Now,
I've
it's weird.
always driven
If I'm in the back seat, I'm
because
fine.
really.
It's the
No, that does
passenger
make
seat
sense.
specifically. I do not like being in the passenger seat. It's not for me. I also
Mine's
can't
more of
play
I get
certain games.
bored.
Yeah,
I
and
can't
also
play
like
anything.
um, I just
Do you
like
get like motion sickness and
yeah,
stuff?
it's
Yeah,
weird, dude.
I used to be able to like, watch videos,
Mm-mm.
play video game. I can't do it anymore
Yeah.
because for some reason, I guess the way it was explained to me because I was talking to a coworker about this. He's like, "Yeah, that's because you're trying to focus on everything, but your eyes keep sideswiping to the motion and they can't."
Mhm.
And it's like, wow.
Yeah.
I guess it's a multitasker thing.
I don't know. It's weird, bro. I don't know. Okay, here's what I do know though. We gotta talk about some video games.
Um, I go
And
first.
yeah, that's fine. You
all
can what have you been playing? Because
right,
here's
all
the
right.
deal. I have some shenanigans to talk about with my games.
I will say which Blaze we should start playing if you're like down to like actually play because boss just dodged me. I've been playing some StarCraft too,
Oh, that's a good game.
and I have been loving it. I bought a
That is
character already.
that's also
Only
rage inducing.
one
But yes.
because I found out I really liked him. Like I mean, I was jamming with this dude.
Yeah.
It's the Dwarven guy with the claw arm.
Okay.
I
I don't
can't
know
remember his
anything.
name.
I can't. I
I
have not played StarCraft 2 in easily
see. I've
5 years.
slowly been getting into it. Like let's put it that way.
Um.
And then because I found out you have to level up a character. Because
Yeah.
Boss and I were playing right, and it was like, bro, why do we suck so? I mean, we were losing everything. And it's like, and I'm sitting there like, there is no way we're like this bad, right? Like at least Boss should be able to carry me.
Yeah.
Because I'll be honest, the first time I'm sitting there, because I played old school StarCraft. It
Yeah.
was
StarCraft's
simple.
hard, bro.
It
Yeah.
it was simple. You build your mines, you build a barracks. Yeah, well, the character I picked, you couldn't build a barracks
Yeah.
because he's mech only. So you have to build a
Mhm.
factory, which was
Yeah.
a special building. Which I swear, at the time, I could not access my special buildings because I'm
That's
like
the time,
looking,
dude.
looking, 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 looking. So I couldn't do shit. We lost instantly. Anyways, I've been playing that. It's been super fun. Brings back Red Alert days, which
Oh, Red Alert's such a good game.
Yuri's Revenge definitely needs a remastered. Just throwing it out there, or at least I can access it on Steam. One of the two.
Yeah,
I'll
that'd be
drop
cool.
money. But so after other than that, I've been playing Surviving the Aftermath, which was free on Epic. That is a fun game. Like whole, I have been probably pouring. Actually, how do I look that up? Can you look up your hours on Epic?
Probably. I don't know.
But
Well, that's a
well,
survival game, right? It's like a
yeah.
but it's like top-down strategy though.
It,
Yeah?
yep, yeah.
Nice.
It's oh, it's launching. No, I don't want to launch it.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't know. I don't know how to check it on Epic. I'm sure there's a way. I
It's
just don't know off the top of my head.
yeah, I don't know either. But like so, I've been dumping a lot of hours into it. Pretty much something because I've been working so much. I just want to get home, play a game that I don't even have to think about.
Yeah.
And I really don't. Because the only thing I have to think about is me bitching at all of my civilians or survivors, whatever you want to call them, at the fact that, so I'm not even playing. They're bitching because they're hungry.
Yeah.
And they're hungry because the motherfuckers don't want to work at the food plants.
Yeah.
So no food's getting produced. And then they're coming at me. And for some reason, this game will not allow me to drag, like, I don't know, like Nelly over to the fishing place to make her fish, and like Tom over to the farming place to make him farm. And then they're all like, oh, well, we're leaving. We're angry, or Survivor died. And it's like, are you kidding me?
Like
And I
that
mean,
sometimes. It's
oh,
tough
dude,
running.
it
It's tough
drives
running
me
a.
nuts.
It's tough running a civilization in a post-apocalyptic world. Sometimes you just don't want to eat.
And then they have the nerve to bitch at me about, oh, well, my housing isn't like the greatest.
Yeah, mine either, dude. But we're
Ah,
vibing.
I'm like, bro, the world is gone.
Oh
And
my
you're gonna
goodness.
bitch at me because you have to live in a tent for a little bit while I have to like go out into the world and gather materials to like make your life easy. Oh, bro, I was getting like, boss was in there one time, and I mean, I was full on screaming at the fact that if I hear Survivor died one more time, I had to actually, I force I just like pushed the power button on my PC so I could walk away so I didn't punch a screen in my monitor. That's how mad I was getting. Cause like I'm sitting there trying to like speed process everything, and all I'm hearing is this in my ears. Survivor dead. Survivor died. Survivor dead. Survivor died. Survivor. I mean, it was 51 survivors died.
Yeah.
But if we're gonna be honest, this is the only game that I've taken seriously. I have like 47 saves to make sure that I don't fuck up. So then I can go back to like I have a attempt 2 out of 2 safe,
Yeah.
attempt 2 out of 2 not so safe, maybe salvageable, attempt 5 out of 6 we're doing good. Like,
Oh my god. I just figured out why the audio wasn't working on OBS.
oh, let's go.
Yeah, shout outs to me having a box click
Um,
to mute.
oh, and then I also, so this is the only Black Friday game that I got,
Okay.
but it was on my wish list.
Yeah.
So I haven't played it yet, but it came with
Okay.
another game that I started first. So I finally bought like I think it's called A Fisherman's Tale,
Okay.
which is a VR game. I gotta make sure first. Oh no, Steam just kind of decided to be ruthless.
I bought the
Y'all
Back
thought
for
I was
Blood
gonna
DLC.
stay
And I'm
back
gonna
for
buy
really.
yeah. And then I'm probably gonna buy Mortal Kombat Premium Edition for $50. But
Ooh,
I'm not fully sold on that yet.
all
The only other
right,
I looked
this
at some other games. I looked at Remnant too. That game looks pretty sick.
boss was looking at that. But okay, so here's my thing with Remnant 2.
Yeah.
To me, it's like the what is that? Fallen.
Lords of the Fallen?
Yeah, Lords of the Fallen.
I don't think Lords of the Fallen's multiplayer.
Yeah, but um
I also don't think Lords of the
mixed
Fallen did.
reviews. That's what I mean.
Huh? Mixed?
Yeah,
Is Remnant 2 mixed?
I've heard mixed.
I've heard good things about it.
See, I've read good things and then I've read bad things.
I consider picking it up because it was like $20.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. But that's
Yeah.
also another multiplayer game that I have to play that I probably will never play.
Yeah, no, I mean, I feel that.
Okay,
I
so
was
anyways,
I got sold off of it because it didn't work on Steam Deck. That's what kinda pushed me away
hey,
from it and
first
get
off,
buying it.
we should just play Gauntlet if we really want to play some multiplayer games that's not Smite.
I mean, yeah, I mean, as long
Yeah.
as we have
Yeah.
a third or we just lock the party till we don't have randoms that,
Yeah,
steal
we can
let
do
us
not
die
randoms.
and,
But
steal our gold.
okay. So it was a Fisherman's Tale, which is a
Okay.
3D thing of like you're in a lighthouse, right?
Yeah.
But you're in a lighthouse that is you within a lighthouse that is you within a lighthouse. So like Inception shit,
Okay,
which
I was gonna
seems
say,
pretty
so Inception, alright, cool.
so but it's puzzles. So it's like, oh, I need this but bigger. Let me grab it in the real world, throw it in the fake world, and oh, there it is to help me with like I don't know.
Oh, so it's
That's
like
the
Viewfinder.
yeah.
Viewfinder's sick, by the way, that game's so good.
But not with pictures. You just like
Yeah.
yeah, okay. But anyways, I bought that and I was like so psyched to play it, but then it was like a bundle with something called the Mask Maker. Mask Maker is like Viewfinder,
Mm.
where it's like you have to find the materials and you like handcraft a mask. So like you're sitting there in VR with like a hammer and chisel, just, motherfucker. Like,
Oh my
you put the
god.
mask on, it takes you to a different world as a person. Then you see another person that's like across like an obstacle or some shit like that, and you have to like figure out what mask they're wearing to become that person.
Interesting.
I thought it was pretty fun. I was like, dude, whoever thought of this is crazy. But then it
That's
has
a cool
like
concept.
mini puzzles within the actual puzzle of finding out like what the mask is.
Yeah, that's cool.
It
I'm
was
down for that.
fun. I got exhausted. Though I played for like 3 hours straight.
Yeah, I'd probably do it for sure.
um, what else did I play? I'm trying to get to everything before I started playing Smite. Oh, I actually reconnected with some old Xbox friends
Nice.
again, and we played Phasmophobia. It wasn't as intense because like the person that I was playing it with was like a Phasmophobia like hardcore doer.
Yeah.
And so it was like within 5 minutes the game was done and there was nothing to do. I was like, I mean, like it was really good to reconnect with them and everything like that. We were reminiscing on old times.
Always good. That's a good time.
Found out that Phasmophobia is a place where e-girls hang out.
Oh, okay. That's weird. Strange.
I only got to throw that out there because the buddy that I was playing with, it was like, yeah, I play Phasmophobia and I just find random parties and there are a bunch of e-girls. I was like, are you kidding me? He's like, no.
That's really strange.
I was like, that is something I've never heard of before. Other than that, I played Smite.
Yeah.
And I'm just gonna throw this out here. Suave's build looks like it slaps, but it does nothing for me
The
at all.
ADC build?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it depends. It's all right.
The okay. So for those of you listening, it is Gilded Arrow.
Arrow.
Yeah, yeah. Is it not called Gilded Arrow?
No idea. Probably
Uh,
is. I just call it Arrow.
okay, Arrow and the devs into Atlantis bow.
Yeah.
Don't roll your eyes. You wish that
No,
was good too.
no, it actually is. It's
It's
okay depending on the hunter you played on right now.
yeah. See, that's how I feel.
Like
He
on
plays it on
her.
everybody.
No, I mean like I've tested it. Atalantis. So here's what I have to say about Atalantis. Atalantis early is good, but that item falls off hard, and you
Yeah,
have to
and
sell it for a different item. I mean that's just the way it is. Like it's
to me,
and
it
that
also
feels bad.
depends on the tanks. If their
Yeah.
tanks are good and body blocking you the whole time, you still need Kins and Xyz. At least for me.
I mean you could go Atalantis and still get Kin's Xe. I just think like
Yeah, but
here's the thing. It really
it
depends, 'cause
messes with the feng shui of
like
Suave's build. Let's
like
put it that
like
way.
like on her works well with Atalantis.
Bro, okay, I'm not
Um,
even playing. Suave's build on her slapped. It
yeah,
was ridiculous.
yeah, it's because it works with on her's passive. Um,
Mhm.
it's
And
also
Rama too.
it works with Rama and it works decently with Charybdis. But
Ooh, I haven't tried that out.
oh, and Izza works pretty good on. But beyond that, I don't know that I care for Atalantis on many other
Yeah.
characters.
This is my what the fuck am I doing face.
Yeah.
Why have I not tried this on Izzy yet?
Oh yeah, Izza is gonna be good.
I'm pissed.
I told
I lost the rank game because
I
I didn't try
yeah,
this on Izza.
but I mean, my thing is like I was talking about Atalantis 2 or 3 weeks ago.
Yeah, I know. You just gotta accept it, Blaze. Sometimes people listen.
Sometimes y'all
And it's
don't.
and it's to the wrong dude, I've always wanted Atlantis to be better.
I mean, oh, yeah, I do want Atalantis to be better, but
You
like
are you are talking to the original bow build motherfucker that like lived and breathed on it
yeah.
because it just felt so great. It was amazing.
I want Atalantis to be good. It's just not. Like, it's okay, but
Like,
it's
to
not
be
it's not a
honest,
great item.
you are looking at someone who loves oboe. I love that
Elbow,
item.
yeah. You know, it'd be really cool
But
about
let's
Oboe?
be honest, it
If it
doesn't
had a
fucking work
glyph.
anymore.
If it had a glyph.
That would be
Actually, it does. It
amazing.
does if you go full power pin, but, like,
It
if
yeah, but let's be
everything
honest, if you do that now, you're a bitch.
well, I mean, it depends, like, here's the problem, and I was talking to Vio about this before recording, because people were like, "Well, hunters are good." Okay, cool, hunters are good, and I'm not saying that they're not good. I am saying that
You're saying
playing
they're boring.
that
I know.
playing that playing duo lane, I'm gonna use duo loosely in quotation marks here. Playing carry is the most boring role to play on the map.
Yep.
It is second solo lane, and in a mage meta, it is worse than when it was a warrior in this, or a tank in the solo lane, because now I have 3 people that can one tap me. It's either going to be the mage solo laner, it's going to be the jungler, or it's going to be the carry. And that's just the way of the road. Oh, sorry, 4, my bad. I forgot the mage in the mid lane. So I have to live with the fact of it's just a boring role to play. And if the justification is we don't want to make it better because we don't want it to be good through all phases of the game, and currently it's just good late game, then give us something to do on the map. Okay, I'm not
I
going to be a downer about Smite because I think there's a lot of people really angry about Smite right now.
Mhm.
And I have been saying for months that this season just isn't for me.
Hey,
It's
this
it's
just
just not.
rotates back
It's just
to
not. I have not
stupid
really
people.
I haven't really enjoyed Season 10 on Conquest. I just haven't. I've been saying all season, like, I think it's boring. I thought Soul Surges were
Mhm.
cool. They took those away. Um, I thought the Fire Giant idea in Arena was a cool thing to test, and then they just took it away. I just wish that they would, like, make a decision on something and at least stick with it for a full month
Oh,
before letting it go.
okay,
Um,
okay, okay, okay.
but yeah.
Hear me out. I have thought of something awesome that I'm
Mhm.
saying it here first.
'Kay.
They need to put okay, so you know how there's beacon and mid
Yep.
that like shows the what is that? The power of your Titan or whatever? I
Oh,
don't know.
like, yeah, I mean, like,
I've never really read
oh,
it.
it gives you a scaling power buff as a team. It gives you a
Okay.
scaling. I'll just say it's a scaling buff as
Say
a team for easy way to understand.
if they want to make like each lane fun besides mid because we got too much going on anyways, they put side camps that you need to collect 4 of them
Funny thing, they did that in solo with the
to
totems.
but you collect oh, actually, I guess that's right.
So,
No,
but
well, I don't know
so
how you would do that.
in the carry lane, we got the gold camp that literally
Yeah,
doesn't matter.
it doesn't.
Like
But mine's
I
thinking you
unless
could
you're
pick
behind it, I guess it matters.
which area you want the Titan to go through.
Yeah, they're not gonna do that because they want
I
it to
know.
go. They want them to be in the same lane. I don't know.
No,
I
no, no,
just
no. I mean, like, whoever wins it gets to pick where the Titans are
Oh, I mean,
released.
that would be cool, I guess. But I just don't that doesn't fix the problem of carry as a whole. I just think that role is
But if it's
boring.
there, people will be rotating, there'll be more fights going on over in carry.
Yeah, but that's not my problem with carry is this. If I have a lead, right? It would
Mhm.
make sense that if I'm up 2 or 3 levels, for me to rotate to a team fight in mid, right? It makes sense for me to do that
No.
and
No,
help push.
because every
No,
time
no,
you
no, no.
rotate, something bad
I
happens.
no, but here, but no,
Just
no, but
throwing it out
Bats,
there.
hypothetically speaking, right? As a carry, if I'm 2 or 3 levels up and I go to mid lane with a team fight to swing it into a favorable position for my team, that should, in theory, push my team ahead and allow me not to lose a lead. But what happens in carry is if my opponent stays in lane and I rotate, even if I get a kill or 2, it doesn't matter. Because they are going to be even with me afterwards. And that is crazy that
See, that
I
all
lose
falls
that big
down
of a lead.
to, I feel like the tower. Because so if they get a tower, they're gonna be ahead. It's as simple as that.
Yeah, for sure.
Because
But I
let's
mean, like,
face it,
They're
I,
going to.
I'm only saying this because I had a killer Medusa game until like I never got left alone. I mean, I was shitting on this Medusa. This Medusa was probably before their whole team started like you know, saying we got hunter diffed, so we're gonna diff the hunter itself. I had him down to like 1-7, something like that.
Doesn't
Then I got
matter.
focused the whole time because
Yeah.
it was like, but like, I found out, I was like, dude, I am like 8-shotting this tower
Yeah.
because she rushed me. All I had to do because I was 3 levels ahead was dash her, stun her, 5-shot her, and then I had almost 2 towers.
Yeah.
And
But the
I was
problem
like,
is you
this
don't.
is
But
kind of bad.
but the problem is you don't
Like,
want to push towers as a carry because you want them to come back down the lane and you want to still be able to farm without getting ganked. So, but
yeah,
I get
see,
I
this
get ganked
Medusa
under
was
my own tier.
dumb.
I get ganked under my own tier 1, so it doesn't matter. But like the
Yeah.
fact of the matter is like the role is just strange. But I also think in general, I personally just haven't enjoyed this season. I'm not saying that Smite's bad. I'm not saying that devs have made bad decisions or anything like that because I don't think that's necessarily the case. I just think I haven't enjoyed this year of Smite as much as
See,
I've enjoyed years past, and I think that's okay. I think there is a group of people that have. There's a
I
very irate group of people on Twitter to the
I am
point where
one
I
of
saw
those
people
people.
that said that Boots should be coming back, and I'm like, you are out of your mind. If Boots come back in the game, I don't know that I'll play
No,
because
see, I don't
that's not
think
fixing the
Boots should come
problem.
back because that's something that you're just buying. Like, it's something to make the game go longer. I feel like the game goes long enough as it is because you're talking about boots. So you're like, okay, we're gonna make a build. We already have boots. We're seeing what boots are. Once again, that's determined whether or not you have like attack speed, cooldowns, pen. So, but it's an item you're selling anyways late game. Why does it matter?
Yeah, I just I
It's the
don't
early, they're making it look like the early game matters. No.
I don't want to see Boots back in the game.
I'm sorry, but I like a late game smite. And when I say late game, I'm talking about 30 minutes. So for you assholes in my game that made it a 60-minute game, I fucking hate you.
That's but that's the other problem, right? Is like I think that is a core problem with the game this year is they can't seem to figure out how long they want the games to be. Because
I
like
think 30 to 40 minutes is a great game.
well no, but that's traditionally, right? That's what they were told that they want the average game to be. But I haven't looked at the stats recently, but I know at one point this season, like it was like 53 minutes was an average game. And like
That's
that's
because you go
not
back
good.
to stupid people playing this game. I'm sorry. I
But
don't
that's
mean to
not
be
just
mean.
but Bats, that's not just people
But if
being
your
stupid.
whole team is
That's not the
fighting
problem.
and
That's
you're
the
over in a different lane going, I'm gonna like solo Gold Fury and then die to Gold Fury,
Yeah, but that's not
you don't
every game,
deserve to
Bats.
play.
Like you can't like that's not there's not someone in every single game that's doing that. There's not. The fact of the matter is like they I think that's a core issue that they have to figure out.
Look at my
And
face.
and I think part of it
Look
is
at
the
me.
map.
Look at me, Blaze.
It's not every I'm not hearing it, Bats. It's not every game.
Those are my games.
It's not
Those
every
are the
game.
people I get.
I have worse queues than you, Bats. I am notoriously known as the person you don't want to queue with unless you want to have like really difficult games.
I will queue with you every time, but I did mention that in one of my streams. I was like, please get, but I also get these queues where I'm not even playing. I'll get a solo and a support that both queue assassin and build damage.
Yeah, but I'm playing like I queue into like 3 GM players with people that are like below account level 30 on my team. Or just hitting account level
I
30.
just chalk that up to like bad luck. I don't know.
Okay, yeah, that I'm getting bad luck every game, bro. You right. All right, what else
Bro,
do you want?
listen,
What other games do you have to talk
you've
about,
had
Bats?
9 seasons of good luck. It's bound to happen.
Yeah, not 9 seasons. Yeah, that's very gracious of you because I remember this being a problem last season too. Like there are
Okay.
times where people go they don't want to they're like, "Why do I queue with you?" And I'm like, I ask myself the same thing. Um, why do I queue with me, you know?
Did I play? Oh, yeah. So um I haven't played, well, yeah, I haven't played it this week. But since the Mighty Bats hasn't been present lately for the other
Oh,
two.
Jesus.
I played the Invincible, and I'm not gonna lie, that's a pretty fun game. It's a nice chill game that has no like stress points in it. It's one of those games that on like I never thought that I would like a game like it, but there is like it's a straight path. You can't fuck it up. There's no action. You don't have to do shit. There's puzzles, a storyline, and it's linear.
Yeah, that's fine. There's
And
nothing wrong
I
with
was
that.
like, and I guess it took me a little bit longer because like here and there. Well, actually, I don't know if it took me a little bit longer. I haven't beat it yet, but I found out. Here's my only gripe with it. It says it's Steam Deck capable. You know
Oh
what
yeah,
this fucking game is not?
Steam Deck
Steam
capable.
Deck capable.
Yeah, it'd be like that
You know
sometimes.
why? Because every 15 minutes the Steam Deck fucking shuts down.
Yeah.
If your Steam Deck capable, like this is what makes me mad. I want to put a bad review on it, but just to highlight the fact that y'all lied to me saying it was Steam Deck capable. Because while I can play it on my computer, like sometimes I want to chill someplace else and just
I
play my
mean,
Steam Deck.
does it say verified on the store page?
Yeah,
That's crazy.
it does. Like,
That is
I
wild.
mean, green check everything.
That's wild. Yeah, I don't know. That's
And it's
crazy.
like if it's verified, I shouldn't have to turn down any settings
No.
because it should automatically just like, but every cutscene, it crashes the Steam Deck and you restart over. And guess what? You don't have a fucking save. Oh,
I
I'm
love
so
that.
mad at it. I the game is fun, but the whole Steam Deck verified bullshit,
Yeah,
y'all need to fix it or
I
have an
get that.
update. Um, rant over. Other than that, did I actually play anything else? I'm looking at all my games. I don't think I did.
All right.
To be quite honest, that was a lot of games for me.
It was.
Or actually, no, I did because I gotta
Oh
go
my
like
god.
3 weeks back. Goku Dynasty. I didn't get to talk about it because once again.
Yeah, scheduled diff, yeah.
But so that's a good game too. That is more of a first person like build 'em what's game, once again it's me yelling at people because it's like don't bitch about shit that I don't have because I gotta go collect it, so hold your fucking horses.
Yeah. It'd be like that.
It is a really fun game. I stopped playing it for a little bit, but then came back to it. Did we talk about Lethal Company or was that not a
Yeah,
thing?
no, I think we did. I think I
Did we?
did. Yeah.
Okay. Well,
Yeah,
I played Lethal
Le
Company too,
Leone
but
buying a
once
damn boombox.
again, I was avoided in this conversation.
Leone
No.
buying Leone buying a
Yeah,
damn
yeah.
boombox and trolling us. Yeah, yep.
Fuck you, Leone. One, because you
A
bought that
Az bought it.
boombox, and two, because you've been playing Lethal Company without me, and I've
Well,
called you out on it twice.
Az also bought it, so that's good.
Did he really?
Yeah,
When did he buy it?
today.
Oh, okay. Then
He
he's
he
off
d
the hook.
yeah, he DM'd me today that he bought that in BattleBit.
I'm gonna send him a message later because he didn't DM me.
Well,
But
you're just not as cool,
what
I guess. I don't
he
know.
was in the thing where I was like raging at the fact that it's like Leon is playing this game without me
Yeah,
and doesn't even want to be like, yo, you want to play Lethal Company or anything like
I think
that?
they were probably in a full party. That's probably why.
You can make hold up. I
20
have a
person
d-
lobbies. Yeah, I know.
yes,
Yeah, I know.
because
I don't want to do that. That sounds awful. It was hard enough with like 4 of us.
yeah, but that's because one of us, we're not gonna name who, but if you're listening, I'm guaranteed you can guess,
I don't know.
was
It
being
was
a
a time.
troll. Other than that, I'm gonna call it. That's my well, besides
Uh,
Last Fortress, which apparently I got knocked down again because I'm sorry I have a real life, but still try to put in maximum effort into the game.
Yeah, you gotta be better, dude. Gotta be better.
Uh, Dude, I don't know what else to do.
I don't know. I don't play the game, so I couldn't tell
I
you.
know you should start.
No, I'm good. Let's see. I'll start off with Smite because that'll be quick. I played
One
Joust
game.
with Az and Suave. We won ranked Joust, won a game. Shout out to that ranked up.
And this guy
Um,
doesn't even play with me. Can you
not
imagine
not
that?
you weren't on. Anyway, I'm not listening to this.
You
Nine,
didn't
4, and 6,
ask.
and then I queued Don's. I queued a Donza game, and I went 13, 13, and 19. And I remember I was fragging early in this game. Like I was like 6-2 popping off, and it took everything in my being to be able to win this game. One is Rama, lost is Rama. One is Jing Wei at 0, 0, and 1. Shout outs to playing carry baby, doing nothing
Hey,
because nothing
hey,
came to my lane.
I just want to
Um,
say that Xingwei's better.
I hate that god. And I attempted to play Hou Yi because I was like, maybe he's not as big of a trash can as I think he is. No, he's bad.
You know, only if you don't know geometry, bruh.
I was hitting stuns, bats. It didn't matter. And then tonight I queued up a Poseidon game because I needed to get my color chest, my color forge chest. So I queued up one game of arena with Azamor and Vio. I picked Poseidon because it was like triple worshippers or whatever. I went 18, 8, and 22 on Poseidon. Yeah,
It's still triple worshippers?
I think so. But yeah, we were fragging out. I almost got a Pinta.
I was gonna go to bed early tonight. No, I'm
Yeah,
not.
here we are. Other than that, I've been playing a lot of Warcraft Rumble. An
Been
absorbent
playing
amount.
Brawlhalla?
No. I've been
I
playing.
watched you log in.
I did.
Fortnite?
I do my login.
I love that.
I've been playing an absorbent amount of Warcraft Rumble. I'm trying to hit like the 3K marker for PvP.
You
I
gotta
just
send
can't,
me reminders to figure out what I actually have to do in that game.
dude. I'm on the grind right now. I'm running old-eyed Murkai, old-eye Merkle deck right now, and having a really fun time with it. I've also have a Tyrion deck that's like a healing deck. And that one's fun to run, but it is extremely hard to do because like you have to make sure you put units out at the right time. But I've been having a lot of fun just with the strategy of that game. I'm finally like progressing PvE missions again. I've been doing okay in PvP. I've been slamming dungeons, and I'm feeling pretty prepped for the next season when it comes out in like 12 days. Like the guild's about to hit its maximum reward. So that's good. All 15 of us. There's been some like good chat in the guild. That's pretty cool.
I'm one of those 15 that
You are.
hasn't done shit.
Hadn't done anything. But there was someone else that did less than you, so I kicked them.
Let's
To
go.
to get
I'm
embers in.
still better.
And no, I've just been having a really good time grinding that game. It is
Um,
a ton of fun to play. Like if you just have a few minutes, it's awesome. There's like a good little bit of strategy involved, especially the PvE missions, dude. Like they are like puzzles within themselves and figuring out like what units work best for your situation. Shoutouts to there's an app if you on iOS if you type in Warcraft Rumble, there's an app for Noth, and they actually have a website too. But you can get everything on the website and the app, and it has like builds, like recommended builds that people have done. It's been a lot of fun just playing that game. I love it. Been playing Fortnite. Me and Luke been slamming some Qs, having a good time.
not to interrupt.
Yep.
There isn't like a bonus patch or anything, right?
No.
Okay. Well, I loaded up Smite and it said view notes, and I was about to like get on your ass about why is there not a video?
There is a video, but not for bonus balance because there is none yet.
I know, but I've logged into Smite 20 times.
Oh yeah, it does
at
it every
least,
time.
and
It's because I've asked for this, Bats. I've asked for this for the past year. Every time I'm on the Buc-ee podcast, I have asked them to please post something about patch notes so people will maybe go and read them so they know what's going on in the game. And now it's finally happened.
I've read it, but
Yeah,
it hasn't showed up like all weekend. It never showed up.
Oh, it shows up every time I log in. So I'm just happy that it actually shows up.
That's why I was like, did they change their time to where like
No.
because now it's actually Tuesday. So
What's
I
up?
was like, are there new patch notes?
No, I'm moving on. Been playing Fortnite with Luke, slamming OG queues, having a good time. Um, really, we've been actually doing really, really well. Now, the OG map's kind of crazy, and I'm having a good time with it. I'm really excited for December 7th because apparently they're dropping the Lego update, which is going to be like its own playable area with like it's going to be like a survival mode that has buildable
Um,
stuff, and you play as a Lego character.
I will
Um,
play that.
there's going
Invite
to
me.
be there's going to be a Rocket League mode like within
Make
the
me
game.
friends. What?
And yeah, and there's I forgot what the other mode is, but there's supposed to be like some music mode too. It's
Dude,
like a
we should
rhythm
play
based
Rocket
mode.
League. I'm bad at it,
So
but I dropped a lot of money on it.
um so lots coming to Fortnite. I will say this about Fortnite. I queued a ranked solo game. And for the first time
Oh,
in forever, okay, I played a lot of PUBG back in the day. And people know what I'm talking about when you're playing a battle royale and like you get down like the last 5 and the nervousness kicks in. You're like,
the
"Oh crap."
shakes. The
Yeah.
shakes.
I experienced that for the first time in probably years
Nope.
the other day playing ranked solo on Fortnite. I had 7 limbs, and it comes down to me and 2 other guys. Both of them have movement. One of them has, I think they both had hoverboards. And I'm like, dude, I got to figure this out. And I'm popping them, I'm hitting shots. I have my grappler. I get up in a tree and like I'm hitting stuff. But then they both decide not to fight each other, and both of them to fight me.
Yeah, sounds
And I
about
was
right.
and I was like, okay, this is going well. So I jump out of the tree, I grapple, take fall damage. Don't understand that, but whatever. They go on each other, and one of them dies. It's now a 1v1. I know the guy is gonna go for this guy's loot because there was a crown on the ground. I fire a rocket at it. He goes, and the rocket hits underneath his hoverboard, and he goes flying off into the circle. And I'm like, bro, that's it. Like, that's dubs. I win. And he comes hauling back into the zone. I was like, oh my God, dude, no way. And I'm tinging. I hit him a couple times, and he gets back in the zone alive. I'm like, sweet God, dude, I'm going to lose
Blaze
this
luck.
game to this stupid guy on a hoverboard. And he's kind of like run circles around me and like trying to be goofy. And like he tries like pulling up next to me and like shotgunning me. I hit like a shotgun shot on him, and I end the game and got a dub, baby.
Let's
It
go.
was
And he
rough.
messaged me immediately
I did.
after.
I saved the replay. Dude, it was
Hey,
crazy. I'm just saying.
all right. I know I'm interrupting Blaze's games of the week, but this reminds me of a time where Blaze and I played Fortnite. I think it was for Guardian's mental health, or it was
Probably.
just one of those times where him and his son were like, yo, let's queue up. But this motherfucker was like, I hear somebody in a bush. It was like, it was down to like 3 of us and one person.
Hmm.
And he is swearing that he hears somebody in a bush. And we're all like, you're fucking crazy. And so like let's see, the circle was probably like I don't know, in a game, maybe a 10-mile ride. I feel like we could like run around for a hot minute. Because
Yeah.
I was going one way. Blaze was like hitting every bush for some fucking reason.
Hey, man.
And he's like, I swear I hear him in a bush. And I think we won that one too because you found him in a
In a
bush.
bush. Yeah. Speaking of finding people in bushes, Majin DM'd me last night because I hopped on to play games for like an hour. I was like, I'm gonna play games for
Yeah,
a little bit,
yeah.
just
It was
online.
it was PUBG.
And
Didn't
he
even
asked me to play
message me.
and he asked me to play some PUBG.
Imagine,
And you
imagine the
weren't even home.
person
You weren't
I
even
was
home. Be quiet.
on.
No,
I
you
watched
weren't.
you
Oh,
get
you were in
on
oh, you're right.
PUBG. I
You're
was
playing a rank.
streaming.
You're playing
You
ranked. That's
could have
right.
messaged me and said, "Yo,
Um,
PUBG," and I would have got off. I would have
we
instantly been like, "Dip Suave."
we only played like 2 games, but
I'd have played 2 games.
we were playing first person duos because that's the only way to queue duos, not into other people. And
Yeah, I know. Imagine third person duos like
dude,
everybody else. Oh, and console. Don't forget console. Let's make
but
console better than PC.
that's not
Don't
true,
get me
Bab.
started.
That's not
Don't
true.
get
Anyways,
no,
I'm not.
no. But explain to me why PUBG has third person in every game mode
Does it have
on
third person duos
console.
on console? I'll go
Yes,
check. I don't know
it
if I believe
does.
that.
It
I'll
does,
I'll
because that's
report
what me
back.
and my buddy play. I'm
That's
not
crazy.
even you've heard me bitch about this. Yes.
I'm
Yes,
gonna go
I
look.
will
I'm gonna
admit
go
it.
look.
I
But
bitched, complained, been depressed, sad, fucking angry.
here's the deal, Bax. We're in a game, and we're like Majin sees this guy, and we're trailing him, and I hadn't seen him yet, and I'm like, dude, and I get to the top of this hill, I'm like, I hear 2 footsteps.
Ah, this is Blaze moment.
I look to my left, and these dudes are both laying prone on the ground. And I just go crazy on him. And I got one, almost killed the other before he downed me. Majin finished him up and rezzed me. But I was having just some straight up crazy moments last night. The typical Blaze moment where I'm like, they're right here and Majin's like where, and I have to ping because they're just you don't even see them if you're a normal
Yeah,
gamer.
no, I'm sorry, but first person PUBG sucks. It is
I mean, it's a
bad.
time. It is a time. I was on a motorcycle last night and I was like, Majin, that we might die. Because it's first person on a motorcycle. We did not. We died shortly after though. That's because
No,
I
let's face
rolled
it,
into a
Blaze.
group.
You have some crazy skills with vehicles
Yeah, sometimes. Sometimes I'm
and
parkouring
battle
them.
royales.
Sometimes. Sometimes it's okay. Um, Other than that, I've been playing an absorbent amount of Overwatch, just for something different to play.
Yeah,
I've
I'm
almost finished
throwing
the
it
battle
out.
pass. I've been queuing support. And there's a support that they released called Alari, and she has a railgun. All right, here's the cool thing about the railgun. It charges up, and if you hit a headshot with that Joker, it does half of a DPS's health or more. And I'm about that life.
Okay, is that the one you were? It's not bragging, but it's, I guess, proud of
Oh, I'm good at
because
that character.
because you were talking about 4 games in a row or some shit
Yeah,
like that.
yeah, I was just slamming queues. Funny thing is, if I queue with somebody, if I queue support and then I have Az or Leoni with me, I'm probably winning that game. I generally do better if I have someone with me. If I queue by myself, who knows what's gonna happen.
You're gonna
But
make me download this game.
but
I'm not gonna
I've
want to.
I've been playing, and I got a triple kill as a support to win a game the other day. I got the triple kill, and then we just insta
Really?
one off it. Yeah, it felt good because Alari, her ult is you shoot down this giant AOE sunblast, and then if you if you hit people with the shots afterwards, it puts a little sun dot on them, and they explode over time. After a set amount of time, when the ult ends, they all explode. So you can just kill people with that. Um, it's been a fun time. I've been really
All
enjoying
right.
it. They reworked Roadhog. He's in a better place, I think. I don't know, man. I just been enjoying it. It's something different, and I think I needed that, especially with how I felt about Smite, which I voiced earlier. I just think I've been looking for different things to play, so that's what I've been doing. I've been playing just different games and just enjoying it. I forgot I played something else, but I don't remember. But
And
there's a lot of good Fortnite games. Or sorry, not Overwatch games. I am apparently really good at Hanzo, which is, in my opinion, probably one of the lower end DPS characters. But if I'm playing Hanzo, I'm probably fragging out.
I just want to throw out this man be like, let's play different games. Never ask me for anything. And
I,
I have got what is that, 6 games to play with you?
you
And
didn't
we
buy.
don't
I bought games to play with you, bro.
and we still don't play.
Yeah. Look,
And I
man.
have asked you to play. Don't
Yeah.
even give you that. I've
No,
been
I
like,
mean,
yo, Blaze,
No,
let's do this. Nah, I'm not feeling it. I don't know.
I mean, part of it is I'll be honest, I just haven't when I get on Overwatch, I'm not even really calming a ton. I just don't even I've been
I don't
playing
even
stuff.
care if you come, bro.
No, but I'm
We
saying
can
I've been playing
Left
solo
4
on my
Dead
Xbox.
2. Or
I've
no,
been
is it Left 4 Dead? No. What is it? Hold up. What am I thinking?
Back for
You
Blood.
know what? No, no. Don't even try to get me with that. You know what I'm thinking.
I don't know what you're thinking. This isn't the point. You're thinking about Dying
No,
Light
no, no.
2. Dying
Yeah,
Light 2.
Dying Light 2.
Yeah,
Dying Light 2.
waiting
You're like,
on you,
oh
bro.
man. No,
Waiting on
actually,
you.
I think I bought it because you already had it. And
No,
it's
I
like,
bought it. No,
let's
no,
do it.
you had it and I bought it because that's why I bought it.
And anytime, I'm not even kidding you. If you message me at work, I'd probably leave work. I'd
Anyways,
be like, all right,
the
deal,
point is,
deal, bet.
I've just been like I've been playing just on my Xbox sometimes. Like I just been wanting to play where I just chill,
Hey, hey, bro,
and that's been a
hey, bro.
problem.
I got an Xbox too.
That's great. That's my point is I've just been playing some stuff solo, and it's not
All right.
against anybody. I just been needing to like actually like just game and attempt to game to have fun and not
Hey,
game to
look,
be
bro.
competitive.
I don't game to be competitive at all.
I do all the time.
I am ass. Competitiveness is not in my category of skills.
But I mean that's pretty much what I've been playing. I've been playing a lot
Hey,
of Warcraft Rumble and
for
Overwatch.
real
That's
though,
what I've been doing.
Lords of Fallen is 34% off. Should I get that?
Lords of Fallen?
I'm thinking about it. Dude, I swear it looks pretty good. The cinematics look sick as shit.
I don't know. I've not heard the greatest things about it,
I know, but
but
like I don't
you're
know
talking
what
to someone
people.
that's you're talking to someone that's probably gonna buy Mortal Kombat. So here we are. Moving on
Eh.
to gaming news. For the first time since 2017 debut, Mario Kart Deluxe fell off the top 20 best-selling games in the United States for Nintendo.
Um,
That's
talking
crazy.
about
6 straight years, bro.
news. I'm not
6 years.
interrupting you because that is
6 years.
serious, but
6
it's
years.
making me think.
About Jujutsu Kaisen?
Yeah, did you talk about that without me?
No.
Okay, we will let you continue until you want to talk about it.
Okay, I'm gonna talk about Halo. All right.
All right.
There's if you haven't seen Frosty BB had a crazy play.
You
He
did.
kills the
I
person.
saw that.
Yeah, he kills the person with the oddball. It flies off the map and he grapples it back to himself,
Yup.
dude.
Yup.
That shit's wild. Like,
Dude,
absolutely
it
cracked.
honestly makes me want to play Halo.
Yeah, well, Halo's really good right now. I think Halo's in a much better spot than what it was.
I re-downloaded it, but imagine if you had friends to play with.
Wolverine has a 2025 PS5 release, and I will play that game. I think that sounds awesome. Like a Wolverine game sounds legit.
See,
And apparently it's going to be more dark and like a more violent tone than what we see in like Spider-Man stuff.
I
So
get
I'm
that,
excited for that.
but I don't know. Like, I don't hate PS5, but I hate what they're doing with the Sony Plus or the PS5 Plus, whatever they fucking call it now.
Yeah.
Because it's like if you're
It's
gonna
not great.
charge almost $200
I just get
for
the
your
base thing, dude.
shit,
I just get the base
you
thing.
better have god tier games.
Yeah, that's why I just stick with Game Pass. Game Pass is just superior.
It really is, and I hate to say it because
But
like
it is.
I like okay.
It is.
I'm gonna put it
You
this
get it on
way.
PC and you get it on Xbox if you buy
Yeah,
Ultimate.
I don't hate Sony because I've supported both for so long, right? I have the PS4 with the VR shit, everything.
I love PlayStation. I don't buy their like higher end PlayStation Plus. I just buy the base one because the other stuff I don't need it. Like
Yeah.
it's nothing so great that I need to pay extra money for.
Okay.
And they'll get
Off
there.
off topic. Maybe a little. But I'm gonna throw this out there. Fuck whoever decided to make shit not available in the US.
Okay.
Anime should be available to everybody.
Oh my god.
No, they have discontinued Darker Than Black, and it pisses me off to no avail. You know what a box set for season 1 goes for, Blaze?
Probably like $300.
No, 199. You were off by
Okay.
100. But like
Oh yeah.
that's bullshit.
I mean, I
All
agree.
because of this whole Funimation, Sony,
Yeah.
Crunchyroll like shenanigans that is going on.
Yeah.
And it's Aniplex.
You know what makes me mad? Have you ever watched Burn the Witch?
I have.
The whole 3 episodes of it, and that's it.
Yep. Mhm.
Do you know that's in the
That's like,
Bleach universe?
it is. Yep.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just more frustrated. I
Bro.
I was like, I saw
Bro,
like a
hold up. Hold up.
yeah,
You wanna tell me, do you know it's in the Bleach universe and you haven't watched Thousand Blood Wars?
yeah.
Don't even fucking get me started.
Okay,
Nah,
I'm
nah,
gonna move
nah,
on
nah,
now.
nah, nah, nah.
I didn't know because I haven't watched it. How was I supposed to know
It's
about
like
it?
I think it's called Blood Knight. Don't quote me on it. Ash will know it. But like it started
Josh
out
listening
as
being
an
for Senpai anime podcast
yeah,
you need to
yep,
listen
yep,
to.
yep, yep, yep. Yep, definitely. I'm not even playing. For those of you that don't have anything in your life.
Oh my god, dude.
And what I'm saying is you feel like, a millisecond of boredom. Watch anime. It conquers half hours at a time.
Maybe not Jujutsu Kaisen because it's gonna possibly get
No.
canceled soon.
No. No. Have you watched the latest episode?
Yes, it's so good, dude.
It pisses you off. It literally leads you up.
Yep.
Like, no. No, okay. If we're talking, I'm not spoiling it.
Okay,
But it's like the
I have a
first
question.
5 minutes of the
Is
latest
this
episode.
is
You're
this more
like,
frustrating
yes.
than Zom 100? That's the question. At
I
least I
want to
know
say
Zom 100.
yes.
Yeah, I think it is because at least I know Zom 100 is coming out,
Exactly. Exactly. That's
and
what I'm talking
I
about.
might never see another episode of JJK, and
No,
that's crazy.
it'll still come out this week.
I think that's the last one though, right?
But that's what I want to see. Maybe. I guess that depends. If it does what it did this week, last week because it's Monday, it'll piss me off because I was so hyped. I talked with Boss about this, and I was like, dude, I'm sitting here like, oh my god! And it's like the first 5 minutes, you're like, let's go, and then
Yep.
it like
It stops.
switches.
Yep.
It switches, and you're
Yeah.
like, motherfucker.
Yep.
I mean, it let me know key things, which I thought, well, I'm like, yeah, this doesn't make sense, but like they're still there. I'm not trying to ruin it because simping for senpai is the shit you want to go to if you want to find out what happens for everything. I'm not a spoiler alert. Doctor Who reference. Let's go.
Saying it's good. Like it's so good, and if they don't get to finish it out, I'm gonna be disappointed. But
Hey,
like they
for
need to
those of
give
you
those
that
people their
don't
money
know,
in better working conditions.
I'm a Doctor Who fan. If you want to like message me about that shit, let's go. But anyways,
Who?
yeah, yeah, I'm a Whovian.
All
Get it
right.
right.
There is a someone that remade The Legend of Zelda: Ocarina of Time
Ah, wait, wait, wait,
in
wait, hold up, hold up,
no
hold up.
no no I'm
No,
not.
no, 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 no. Rewind real quick. I know you're gonna get mad. We didn't finish the JJK thing. JJK thing. Okay. So, anyways, they may be discontinued.
Yeah, I said canceled.
Cancel, discontinue, but I feel like we have to get into it a little bit more because so you know how here in like Hollywood, I say that in quotations because like they act well, okay, so the actors get paid what they should, but the scripters, everything like that, everything behind the scenes probably do not. But I guess JJK is the if you're a anime fan, everything behind that manga fan, they get worked to the bone, sleepless nights, sleep at work, everything like that. It's like they're not getting their just deserves.
No, that's
And
why I said I hope they get better pay and better working conditions
I
because like
mean,
currently it's just bad.
no,
Like
yeah, but
they're overworked. They're having to rush out stuff that they're not even happy with the quality of. Like I think the last episode they said it was like someone said it was like 17 or 18%
yep.
what was to be expected. And like it's
Hmm.
like just give them the time to make it cuz you know what would happen if they get better time to make it? You know what happened? people would like it even more.
Yep. If you,
So I mean, it's just one of those things that's frustrating,
I mean,
and I
I
honestly
bitch
think
about. Hold up, you finish.
I was gonna say I think this could put a hold on everything for Mappa, not just JJK.
It could, it could. Like I bitch about my hours, but my hours aren't
No,
as worse as
that's theirs.
like, yeah,
Yeah,
as theirs, as animators, as manga creators, everything like that.
yeah,
And
it's
that's
insane.
what's crazy. And they get paid probably less than I do. And that's what's
I don't
crazy.
know about that. I don't know what they're paid.
Uh,
I think it would depend on exactly what you're doing, to be fair, but I don't know enough about that to comment on it
okay. So to be honest, I feel
because I
like
know
if
how much
you
it
were get
costs to make an episode of an anime, and it's abhorrently expensive.
it is, but if you're paying your,
I
I
guess
guess, workers
the
the
equivalent
right amount, they wouldn't bitch. Like, okay,
but here's the
so
equivalent for us, Bats. It's the same
mhm.
thing as like special effects use in movies. Like studios use cheaper special effects artists. That way it saves them money, but the special effects look worse. It's the same idea. And they're overworked still in that case.
Yeah, but I feel like if you're overworked, but you're getting paid the right amount, it's not gonna be as bad. I feel like
Yeah, but you're taking a cheaper it's the same thing if you're taking a cheaper effects artist to do lower quality work, but overwork them with requiring too much. It's the same idea.
okay,
The
that's not what I'm trying to. Okay, so like what I'm trying to say is, so say you know how I'm working an absorbent amount.
yeah.
If it equals out what I'm doing, I'm okay with it.
Oh, I get that. I'm in
That's
a
what I'm trying
situation
to say.
where like my situation is I'm at a salary and I won't make more no matter what. So like it's the expectation that if I have to work more, I work more.
Yeah. Well, and I get that, but it's also if you're making like an absorbent amount, then yeah, you should work more.
Yeah. But I'm
Like,
not in that case.
well, no, that's what I'm saying.
Like
That
but
that's so let's say this. I will try to clarify what I'm trying to say by saying, like, so say you are a manager. Say you are an excellent manager. I only say this because I've known some bad managers. I'm not gonna name who. I'm not gonna point out who. But so say you're a manager in this day and age, you're making like 120 and you're working 60 to 70 hours a week. That seems fair, correct?
sure.
But you're also on call for if there's problems. But those call and problems would last maybe 15, 20 minutes.
I guess I don't know.
That's how the world should
Yeah,
work.
yeah, but like my thing, right, is like I'm a teacher. I'm on call all the time with emails, right?
Well, and that's
And
the
it's the same,
problem.
and
I will
that's the same
honestly
thing.
say I don't think teachers get paid enough, but also at the same, but I'm not talking about you because I feel like you work year round.
I do. I do work year round.
But if you're a teacher and you get 3 months off, but you make like 80,000 to 90,000, I feel like
Uh,
yeah, I know it's laughable. It's
like,
laughable, but this
uh,
is my like what should happen. You know what I mean?
I mean, yeah, you get 3 months off out of the year. I don't think what most people realize is like, for instance, like the 2 months during the summer, um, most teachers I don't. Most
You're
teachers don't
updating
go into work.
itineraries. Yeah,
Like
yeah, exactly.
you're called into meetings and do that. I'll go to the meetings and
Hey,
but I'm coaching during that time.
you
I do not go into my classroom during the summer unless I'm being asked to move classrooms, like set stuff up. I'll do that. But like I don't go in my classroom. I
you
also
got to
don't work at
remember
home.
also too, Blaze. I understand you because like I work at a university.
Yeah,
I see all of this
yeah,
behind the scenes, everything.
yeah. It's a ton.
Like, to be honest, I feel like if you want to be a teacher, you have like it's something you actually want to be.
No, I tell students that when students say I want to be a teacher, I say why. And that's not me being mean. That's just me going like if
Yeah.
that's something you want to do, like are you good at it? Are you good
Eh,
at the subject? Are you capable of teaching? Do you enjoy helping
mhm.
people? Do you enjoy
Eh,
getting belittled every day? Do you enjoy people, talking crazy to you, trying to talk
eh,
over you? Like it's all those things.
and to be honest, nowadays it's harder than it ever was
Yeah, it's wild.
because there's so many guidelines, rules. Like you can't like I
And
don't know how to
I'm not
say
gonna go
this.
any further into it. It is crazy.
I
That's all
will.
I'm saying.
I will. It's we as a society have become I'm trying
Yep.
to think of the PC
No, there's
word. Like
it's just
it's
like it's a problem of uh,
hurtful. It
yeah.
honestly it's hurtful
Yeah, like I have to explain
because it's like
to
you can't hurt me, but I can hurt you. And it's like,
yeah.
how does that
Well,
work?
I have like for instance, I have to talk to people and kids. I talk to them about like you can't record in a classroom. You can't record somebody without their permission. They're like, "Well, yeah, I can." I'm like, "No, you like legally you
You
cannot."
yeah, you legally you can't.
Um
It's just like anytime you
um
have like even with police stops, you realize that when a police officer stops you, like I guess there's an assumption to where like they have body cams, so you're under the assumption you're always gonna be recorded. But if you're recording, you have to announce you're recording.
yeah, you
It's
have
as
to.
simple
Like
as that.
it's crazy. Like that's something that like in the classroom cuz it's public access like in the sense of
Yeah.
that. Like
Well,
it does
technically
all
it's not.
yeah, yeah, it's a private thing, but like in the sense of it has like legal guidelines to it of recording. That's
Well,
why if you're in a
but
college
even like
classroom, you even have to ask to
so
record someone's voice. Like even to
mhm.
audio record, you have to ask their permission. Um,
So like if we're
there's a
talking,
lot of
I
legal
live
nuance to that.
in like okay, if we're talking Blaze technically lives in a city. I live in a fucking I don't know, cow town.
Podunk area.
Yeah, BFE. And even then, our high schools, middle schools, everything have like doors where you have to press a button
Mhm.
and then
Yep.
like talk to somebody and say like I'm here for this, my name is this.
Yep.
I'll like and you still have to wait 10 minutes.
Yep.
But yet where I work at a university, you can just walk the fuck in.
Yep.
I
No, it's
still
crazy, dude.
don't understand that.
Yeah, it's wild.
And like that's where like what Blaze is talking about. There's so many guidelines, rules, regulations, and it's like, what the like I
Hey,
get
you
it.
want to know a crazy one? That's actually crazy that Tennessee passed this summer.
Mhm.
As long as you've taken calculus 1 and you have a degree
No,
in
I've heard
anything.
about this.
And
I've
you have a
heard
degree in
about
anything,
this.
but you've taken up to calculus 1, you can teach up to algebra 2,
I couldn't do it.
and
I
that's
honestly
wild to me.
couldn't.
But I'm gonna leave that there because I don't, A, wanna talk about my job, or B, say anything that might possibly get me in trouble, which I don't
Alright,
ever talk about
alright, alright.
anything, so,
We have
um,
digressed. Let's put
yeah,
it that way.
moving on. Legend of Zelda: Ocarina of Time,
Let's
someone
go.
recreated it in Unreal Engine 5 to look like Studio Ghibli film, and it looks insane. It's not playable. It's just like an actual, like, video of it. It looks insane. It just gives you, like, the ideas of what could happen in Unreal Engine 5.
Blaze,
And
I
then
want you to look at my face right now.
no, it's sick. It
Why
is
did you do that to me?
yeah. And then,
Why?
in
Why did
December,
you do that to me?
Nintendo Switch Online expansion pack members in December, they're adding the gem of the N64. What I consider one of the like just most slept on games on the N64, Jet Force Gemini. And I am excited.
I
That
did like
game
that game.
that game is a banger. I will not be told otherwise, and I'm glad it's getting some recognition.
All right, hold up, hold up. What did you think the best Nintendo 64 game was?
The best?
Yep.
Mm, I didn't own most of the first party
Hold up,
games.
hold up, hold up, hold up, hold up. I'm gonna send it to you. Don't look.
Is it not? Is it Conker's Bad Fur Day?
No,
'Cause
no,
that's a
no,
banger.
no.
That actually might be my game.
Uh,
Oh yeah, yeah. That's good.
you weren't supposed to look
Well, I
though.
looked because like for me, I think it'd be Conker's Bad Fur Day.
But okay, for those of you that don't know who are on our Discord chat,
Yeah. GoldenEye is
GoldenEye.
also a banger. Yeah,
GoldenEye, I'm sorry, was like the best Nintendo 64 game
game is
I've
good.
ever played.
Game is good.
Besides Perfect Zero, no,
Perfect
Perfect
Dark.
Darkness.
Perfect Dark, also a
Yep.
great game. That's when they used to make good FPSs.
Uh,
Um, all right,
dude,
I'm moving on to names of the week because we've been here for a while, and I
who
feel like we're
cares?
we're, we're ranting.
Hey, hey,
Uh,
listen. This is our podcast.
it is. Uh, we have Purpose Slurp, Rings of Apollo, Caddyshack, Toasted Woefles, Mocha Horchata from the Runaway Quaggins, and then we have Small Brick Wall, Epileptics, Doctor Feels Good, Dank Wash 420. Why did Boss submit cos? I'm not saying that one. I'm not giving any recognition to that human. Um, Not Your Mom, Skywalker, Fut Bucker, 69, 69, 69, 69.
Ow.
Weak as Raditz. That one made me laugh. Pretty
Dude.
good. Sanic 94. Torbjorn. And there were a Torbjorn player. Fish Sticks. Pichu. Hyperactive PP. Ewoks. Mothballs. Uwu. Log. Bubble Burns. PhD. Moist Beaches. Amaterasu. Bear. Dr. Mercy. They played Mercy. Meat Party. Meow. Suck my dick. And it's SUQQMADIQ, which is hilarious. F6 for me. Pop Tarts. I didn't ask him what their favorite Pop Tart was. I'm actually disappointed in myself about that. The Taco
Bruh.
Jesus, Bald Baby Vamana, and Saggy with a Baggie. And then we have Greasy Narwhal, Greasy Twinkie, a Majestic Banana, a Majestic Pumpkin, all in the same lobby together. Political Science, Sweaty Casual, Mini Mecha Monkey. We have Charlize Theron as a Char in Guild Wars 2, Twisty Nips, and Leave a Message for our names of the week. But as we head out of here, Bats, do we have any shout outs that we want to hit that we didn't shout out already?
Yes, we do. First up, let's shout out our Discord, which is Up Your Experience, which I feel like Blaze will be able to explain it more to where how you can get in touch with the Discord itself.
Yeah, you can click on a link in the description of this episode.
And for that note, why I'm emphasizing it, if you would like to get in hold of Guardian's mental health, you can contact me or Blaze and I, for those of you who are grammar experts. And because I will set you in a right course, which is directionally Blaze, if you don't think you can get a hold of Blaze. And Blaze will set you to somebody with Guardian's mental health, himself, everything like that. And let's be honest, that is a big. I brain farted. I'm not. It is
Check out Guardians Mental
okay.
Health if you need mental health help. And like you
Yes,
can go and download the app. You can go on the website. There's a lot of resources there. You can also join the Guardians Mental Health Discord, where there's also resources with the RTS bot, or you can get in contact with actual people that can kind of point you in the right direction. All that information you can find on guardiansmentalhealth.org. If you reach out to me, I'll happily help you to the best of my ability. I am not a therapist. I am not licensed in any way, shape, or form. I'll listen to you. I'll help out. I'll help find someone that
exactly.
has the answers that you need. But reach out. Like if you're a person and you're having some troubles and you need some help, reach out for sure.
And that's why I leave it to Blaze to do all that. But what I'm saying is, if you ever feel like you need to talk to somebody, Blaze and I are here. I am, like I said, well, like Blaze said, but what I was getting at is we're not professionals, but we will always hear somebody out. We will help you talk through anything. Doesn't matter what. We will keep everything, to us. But if you want to reach out to us, I'll be honest, I didn't know there was a link in the
Yeah, there's a link in the description.
yeah,
There's a link in
I
the
didn't
description
know
for Bats' Twitch too.
that. Oh shit, let's go.
Yeah,
Hey, don't forget to check out my Twitch.
yeah. You can
Yeah.
go to that. YouTube's there, Spotify's there,
But
everything's there.
I realized there was a Guardians mental health episode last week, which don't forget to check that out. But I know Blaze and I are very serious on that. If you ever need any help and you don't think there's anybody to go to, we're always here.
Yeah, reach out.
Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter what, when, how, where. Like it may take a minute because obviously I work a lot. Blaze obviously works a lot. Like let's face it, Blaze is a teacher, coach, like content creator. Like he does all this shit. So he's
Would say
busy.
too much, but here we are.
Nah, I will say too much. I know you personally. Let's get real. But Blaze will always try to respond as quick as he can. I will as well. Like don't sleep on it. That's all
Yeah,
I'm
for sure.
saying. If
Reach
you
out to
ever
somebody.
think anybody who is ever listening to this and you think that you just need somebody to talk to, like rationalize, figure things out, don't be afraid to reach out, especially if you want to reach out to Guardians Mental Health. Because I will be honest, I don't like to preach about this. I don't like to like explain it, but like I've had mental health problems and I feel like Guardians mental health is a very big thing. I have talked to numerous people in it, you know, and it's like, they have I don't want to say like I'm struggling, to speak, but it's just like little things, helpful things. So I feel like if they can do that, they can do so much more and just reach out, if that makes sense. I realize I'm rambling and everything like that. But I want to stress this enough. If you think you need help, just reach out.
Yeah, I mean,
It
it's simple
doesn't
as that. It's the hardest thing to do, but like it's also the simplest
and
thing to do.
I will say this, and I realize Blaze may not agree because like even if it's not Guardians mental health, even if it's your best friend, if it's somebody you talk to all the time, and I'm not saying Blaze does disagree. I'm just saying it feels like I'm downgrading Guardians mental health.
Oh no, like for instance,
And I'm
for
not
like it
trying
doesn't
to.
matter. It doesn't matter who you're reaching out to.
Exactly. If it's
Like
your parents,
if
your
it's somebody
friend,
that
your
is offering
anybody.
a listening ear and like solid advice and is helping you get the help that you need, that's all that matters. It doesn't matter who that's coming from.
Eh, and
It doesn't matter if it's from it really and truly though, like I as someone that's helped multiple people, your best case scenario
professional help.
is to see a
If
professional.
it's yeah,
And
it's
that's just me being honest. Like I am happy to help whoever, like and talk about things, but at the end of the day, if it's something that is bothering you to the extent
dire,
of
dire,
like, it's not
dire
just something you
need.
could shake off after a day or two, like speaking to professional is probably a good idea.
And
Um,
and that's what I'm trying to get at is it's like, I I've been reading a lot. So like if there's shit you're bottling up, if you just need to vent, vent to whoever you can.
Vince
But
the
if
wall.
there's
I
stuff
do that.
that you honestly, and it goes back to the beginning of the episode where you feel like there's something wrong. Your body notices, your body feels. Like, let's be honest, your mind knows. Seek professional help.
Yeah.
Like, every life matters. Your life matters. It's as simple as that. Like
Yeah,
we're
it's
all
easy,
here.
and like we send these bracelets out with all of our kids, but like it's the big thing is you're not alone. You're not.
E exactly. Exactly. Just remember that, and there are people there to like, this is what I hate because I wish I was there for the last podcast so I could, like, emphasize on this,
Yeah. Well, I mean, we have
and
people around. Like there's people in the Guardians of Health Discord that are there to help. There's a therapy finder. There's the real time service bot that if you have a specific issue, you can type in the list and see what the different issues are. You can pick one. It's going to bring up a license. Like it's going to bring up a researched and certified link, not something that you just picked up off of Dr. Googs. Like it's a certified research link to make sure that it's an official and good information. Like it's not just, Joe Schmo typed up whatever they felt like typing that day. That it's a good resource and it's certified. So that's what matters. And really and truly, it doesn't matter if you're getting your help through Guardians Mental Health, if you're getting it through whatever it may be. Just make sure you have someone to reach out and talk to. Make sure if it's a more serious situation and you need help finding a therapist, there are therapy finders. There's a lot of good resources out there for that. Um, you know, and there's probably resources in your area that are not too hard to find.
exactly, and then, like, I don't know. I guess I still regret that I worked so much to where I couldn't be on the last episode, but listen to the last episode to kinda, connect, and don't forget, if you think that there is something wrong with somebody reach out to them.
Yeah,
Hand them anything. Like, to me, you are their friend, you're their best friend, you are their brother, your sister, you will know.
yeah. It
Don't
can be
let that
simple as
go.
like, "Yo, you good?" I mean, it doesn't have to be
Exactly.
anything like crazy.
Exactly. Even if it's
So,
just talking to somebody. And I realize it sounds like at the end of the episode, I'm like, being big on it and everything like that, but it is a big part of me. And I know it's a big part of Blaze. I know it's a big part of Guardians of Mental Health. Like, this is a serious issue that you need to recognize. And
yeah. And I will
I
say it's definitely something at this time of year that can sometimes get worse around the holidays.
it
It can be
it
it can
really
some get
is.
it sometimes it can get a lot worse. Sometimes it can get better, but a lot of times maybe like not being able to see family, not being able to travel, that kind of stuff. It does, linger on the mind a bit more. And if that's
Mhm.
the case, again, just reach out. But I mean,
And
beyond
and
that,
it's not just the holidays either. It's if you ever think that if something is wrong with somebody, just be like, "Hey, you good, man? Like, I'm here for you." Everything like that. It always makes a difference. Don't ever think there's nothing that you can't do. I don't know. I wish I could have said that on the last episode
and
to
we talked about it. That's one thing we talked about for sure. Like we
I
talked
and I,
about
and
like
I
just
know
making
you
sure you reach
did,
out.
but it was just I feel so bad for not being on it because I had to work. You
I
know what
mean,
I
it's all
mean?
good, man. It was one of those things where like I was scheduling for times that worked just in general, and I thought there was a possibility you're on at that time. Then it got pushed back, and I was like, oh, maybe you do make it. Then you had to stay late. I mean, it is what it is. It happens.
Yeah, yeah, no, it's just I want to emphasize that people need to listen to that episode because it is
I think it does
a
give a cool perspective of kind of the background of everything that's happening.
it really does, and because I listen to it, it's things that you don't think that okay, you recognize, but you choose to ignore. Let's put it that way. Because you're like, that would never happen. That's not who that person is. Because let's face it, everybody wears a mask. And that's just how it is. You just gotta be able to be I don't want to downplay people, but recognize that mask and know who the people you are close to are and be like, that's not you. Because I've seen you forever. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Uh, other than that, I realized we got like a little bit of emotional and everything like that. But like that's a big thing for me. Mental health is a definite big thing for me. I know it's a big thing for Blaze. You know, that's why he reaches out to everybody. He understands everybody. I will honestly admit there are people that are like, I cannot stand, but I stand because of Blaze because he understands them.
It'd be like that
But
sometimes.
it's also like there are people you can't stand,
I mean, no, that's
but
fine.
you
But
understand what they're going through. So
yeah,
you deal with it. And like that's the thing. Like remember, there's no such thing as bullying. Stop bullying. There's no reason
I
to.
mean, there is a
Just
such thing as bullying. You
there
just
no
shouldn't do it. That you just
I
shouldn't do it.
that's what I
You
mean.
just shouldn't do it. Like,
Okay,
it's
bullying is there, but you shouldn't do it. Like
yeah,
what's the point? What are you trying to prove?
that's
Everybody
this
is the same. Everybody is struggling. I know, I'm rambling. I'm just saying, it's just like there's no point to it. Like,
I agree, but I am not going on a bullying rant right now. Just don't do it.
listen, just grow up, be you. That's all there is to it. Okay, anyways,
And if you don't
shout
like
out to
somebody,
our
that's fine.
yeah, if you don't like somebody, you don't have to voice it. I mean, you can voice it to like a close circle that understands it because it's called venting.
But
Venting
I
is
mean,
a
like,
thing you need to do. But yeah, anyways. Shout out to our listeners. I'm gonna steal this one. Shout out to Simping for Senpai because anime is fucking wild right now. It
it's
is
pretty good.
crazy. It is crazy. There are some good shits out right now, and I'm actually rewatching a lot of shit just because. Other than that, I will let Blaze take the handles on it.
Just shout outs to the community. Happy holidays, happy Thanksgiving. Tune into some streams for some giveaways starting in
Mhm.
December. We'll have the Christmas tree decorated. I'm not sure if I'm doing that on stream or not yet. I haven't decided. Um, and
That
then
may be a long stream.
no, it won't take long. It's this Star Wars ornaments. It'll be fun. I
Oh,
can do
you
it in
like
an
you
hour.
don't have a lot of those?
No, I have a box full, but it's like an hour. It won't be bad. But no, other than that, just shout out to the community for being around. Appreciate y'all. And hope y'all are doing well. Catch y'all later.
Yep.
Bye.
Later.